How do we want our kids to react when things go wrong on the soccer field? How do we want our kids to react when things don't go well in life or something doesn't go their way the way they hoped it would? I bet most of us out here, as parents, as adults, teachers, coaches, we wouldn't want our kids to respond negatively. We wouldn't want them to have an emotional outburst, to start screaming, yelling, name calling, accusing others of cheating or being unfair, causing a scene, possibly threatening someone else with violence. Is that how we would want them to respond? I'm guessing no one would answer yes to that question when thinking about their child, their players, or their team. How do we want kids to respond when things don't go their way? Think about that question when you're at the soccer field watching these games. Often it's the adults on the sideline that are setting the wrong example for kids. We want sports to be an avenue where they're learning how to deal with adversity and handle success. Then how do we respond with both? As the parents and coaches on the sidelines, we are the ones that are teaching the kids how to respond in those scenarios. When something doesn't go their way or something goes wrong on the field, you'd often hear from the coaching sideline or the parent sideline those emotional outbursts, that yelling and screaming, the threatening, the sarcastic comments that I just was talking about. So who's hearing that when that's going on? The kids. Starting at the youngest age groups, they're hearing that. And whether we like it or not, that's telling them that's okay. That's how I should respond when I don't like what just happened. When I feel like I'm being treated unfairly, I should lash out like that and make sure that everyone around me knows that that was unfair. We have to think about what we're doing as adults at the soccer fields this season and every season, because our behavior, what we say, our body language, our tone, not just sets the tone for the soccer game to create a great environment for the kids to play, but also is teaching kids how to respond in those moments. So we need to really set the bar high for ourselves as the adults of the field. Let's show the kids the proper way to respond when something doesn't go our way. When we feel like maybe a call was missed or maybe something was unfair, what is the right way to respond to that? If kids hear adults and coaches responding in the correct way in those situations, they're going to respond in the correct way in those situations on the field. And most importantly, they're probably going to respond that way in those situations off the field as well. It is our responsibility as the adults at the field to show kids what it means to deal with and handle situations that don't go our way. When things are negative, when things are hard to deal with, how do we respond? And we can respond in a positive way, in a way that doesn't make the situation worse, in a way that looks ahead and helps players focus on the things that matter and the things they can control, or we can respond in a way that just causes a scene, causes things to get worse, and embarrasses ourselves. So again, as on the soccer field, as in life, when those moments come, when you respond the wrong way, it just makes situations worse. So this season, let's make sure we're showing kids how to respond the correct way when things don't go our way.